Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the number one LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
For nothing, no. Wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money rings, that you do. Oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, going up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up and tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag, running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get down up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town, we the fucking realest. No cheddar bobs round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made at the Trump pay. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fears. Taste the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all come in here, hit the share, subscribe, hit that CASHAPP, $, BJ Matthews, $, BJ Matthews for all this great content. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys also grab those pull-up membership badges that are available. Again, 3 options that y'all have. The pull-up badge, right? We have that option. We have the pull-up badge where you guys get shout-outs if you have a channel. If you guys have any social media, we shout that out for you guys. If you guys get that pull-up badge, which is $4.99 a month. You also have the LA Clipper badge, which is also another badge for all my LA Clipper people, that if you guys want extra content, opportunity to speak to some of our guests that come in, such as the beat writers, such as NBA players, such as journalists that write for the LA Clippers. You guys will have that right when they come up here for a show. LA Clipper badge is $9.99 a month. And then we got the interview batch, which is $14.99 a month, which you have the opportunity to, like I said, like how it sounds, get the opportunity to speak to our guests full-fledged, come up here, show your face on the screen if you guys want to. Y'all can ask the questions to any of the people that we interview on a day in, day out basis. And last but not least, make sure you guys tap that Cash App button, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews for all this great content. You guys do not want to miss out what we have coming with y'all. Going to the NBA season, towards the playoffs. We have a lot in store for this upcoming part of the season. It's probably one of the most exciting parts of the year. So we are back at full-fledged. Let's go into the comment section. We got 23 people. Let's get these likes up, over 23 likes. Shout out to my girl, Mercedes Mayo. Make sure you guys follow her on her page. She's trying to hit 200 subscribers. Go ahead and follow my girl, Mercedes Mayo. She has a lot of good content over there. Make sure y'all go check her out. Shout out to my cuz. What's good, Thomas? He said Phoenix blowing leads, Denver folding OT, Boston blowing leads, OKC getting locked up, Bucks losing by 40 to 50 before LMFAO. Yes, yes, and yes. We're going to talk about all that. Yes, it's embarrassing. And we're going to expose a lot of these, fake narratives that we got out here. But salute to my man, Thomas. Salute to my man, Alan NG. Proud giver to the podcast. Make sure you guys, show him some love, Alan NG. The only thing fake are the basketball comments made by the football guys. Look, I'm looking at you, Shannon and Richard. Yes, two guys who constantly exploit these fake narratives out there. We're going to exploit them today. Danny Berry Sports Highlights was good afternoon. NBA 2 live 2K Sports Talk. Salute BJ and Rick and podcast and chat. Please, you, my guys. Salute to my man. Salute to my beautiful moderator, Hope Davidson. Make sure you guys show her some love as y'all come in here. Let's get a few more people. Salute to my man, Jonelle Santana. What's God, my God? Salute, my brother. All right. Who's this? Jill Harrell. What's good? What's good? Tyson Thomas, he said, we won, go Suns. Yeah, big win. I watched that game last night. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that as well. But y'all keep coming in. We got 30 people here. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. But let me talk a little bit about something right now. What's happening? Look, this is the LA Clipper talk right now. We have a game coming up in about approximately an hour and a half. So I'm not gonna do a post game probably on this show. Well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But I just feel like this game against the Rockets, we should, easily get this win. After what happened against the Bucks, we should definitely dominate in this win. We always beat Houston anyway, so it's not too much to really talk about. But I probably will do a breakdown just for y'all, for my Clipper family and Clipper podcast. Depends how I feel. But I got a little bit of something I want to talk about, right? So get a drink real quick. So yesterday, I showed a lot of different clips, videos, speaking about a certain subject, and the whole thing with the Clippers and them blowing leads and the Clippers being chokers and being this, that, and the other. I think we're in a day and time now. A lot of people are so easy just to believe what's on the TV screen because that's what they hear constantly every day, every morning, every afternoon, every night, whatever the case may be. We're forced to listen to a lot of these guys on the screen who are just feeding us nonsense and stuff that's just BS at the end of the day. That's just called a spade a spade. When you kind of look at some of these people, these commentators, these analysts, these sports personalities, you be thinking to your head, like, do they even watch the games or they watch highlights? Some of the stuff I'll be watching, I'll be listening, I'm like, this guy didn't watch the game. Look like he just, recite some highlights. Watch the highlights right before the show started and say, I'm going to say this and see how it sounds and watch for the audience to, believe it and make it believable. That's what it looks like with a lot of these, sports personalities. I'm going to be honest with you. So yesterday I played a clip with Shannon Sharpe and JJ Redick going at it. Shannon Sharpe, a former NFL Hall of Fame great, well-respected. He's a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James, as you already know, who live under a rock. He chose to speak about the Lakers after they won against the OKC Thunder on Sunday night. And where he also put his foot in his mouth is where I chose to take that clip where JJ Redick actually exposed them, because the reason I did that is because the narratives which we're going to talk about today are going to be getting exposed one by one. And I'm going to start with the people who did not watch yesterday. He spoke about how Kawhi Leonard was actually a person that was, getting exposed by LeBron James. So JJ Redick, who is a NBA former player, touched on that. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now so y'all can kind of see what's going on. All right, I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can actually see it. Let me know y'all can see the screen so I can touch down with y'all real quick. Hold on. Take this out. Let me go ahead and take all this stuff out, y'all. All right. All right. So y'all should be able to see the screen right now. If y'all can see the screen, let me know. We got 42 people. Let's get these likes up. So this clip right here is going to be a clip that we saw yesterday with JJ Redick, Stephen A. Smith, and Shannon Sharpe, who all are TV personalities. JJ Redick is a former player who played in the NBA, well respected. I think he played, I think 15, 16 seasons. Was a standout at Duke University, sharp shooter, all that. I think he averaged 12 points per game. You know, a solid NBA career for a role player, right? He is now an NBA analyst. He now, has his own podcast, you know what I'm saying? You know, does great work. It's a lot of interviews, a lot of, the top players in the NBA. So a lot of the guys like him, right? So he had a snippet speaking about Ty Lue and speaking about the Clippers and speaking about the situation where LeBron James went off in the fourth quarter. I'm going to also replay when I saw, what happened in the fourth quarter when LeBron James dominated. But I want y'all to kind of hear what Shannon Sharpe had to say to JJ Redick pertaining to LeBron James taking over in the fourth quarter against the LA Clippers. So y'all hold tight and y'all can hear this for yourself. 1 second, let me make sure I get to the right spot. All right, so y'all should be able to hear it right now.
And with you and others is that you make concessions for every other team in the West, not named the Lakers. If the Lakers had lost on a back-to-back, you would have said they're old and tired. Well, let me ask you this. Who are Phoenix wing stoppers on the defensive end? We saw LeBron hunt Kawhi Leonard. We saw LeBron James do what he did. Who's going to guard LeBron James for the Clippers? Who's going to guard LeBron James for Phoenix?
LeBron James didn't hunt Kawhi Leonard in that fourth quarter. Clippers switched more than any team.
They put him in the pick and roll.
So basically, I'm just stopping it right there. This was a clip again. Shannon Sharpe expounding on the game against the Lakers and the Clippers, but the Lakers came back and won that game. Now, there was something going around by many, I guess, whatever basketball enthusiasts talking about. Kawhi Leonard got searched out. He should have fought over this screen, should have fought over that screen. He should have got up off the bench and, magically appeared on the court while, LeBron James was making threes. I don't know how he can guard somebody from the bench, but that's what's expected by, many people, which, by the way, for somebody that's not really a threat, a lot of people expect a lot out of Kawhi Leonard, which I'm going to expound on that narrative as if he's not as good as publicized. But a lot of people, they say that he's not this, that, and the other, expect a lot from him, which is fair. But make sure you guys put at the end of that, he's still a, top-notch player. But JJ Redick actually checked Shannon Sharpe by saying that LeBron was not hunting Kawhi Leonard. And that's why I keep telling y'all, a lot of these media personalities don't even watch the games. And I question, do they say stuff just for shock value? But I want to continue this clip. All right, let me go ahead and continue this clip for y'all.
Put him in the pick and roll.
Daniel Tice on LeBron James in that fourth quarter. He hit 2 transition threes. They messed up the first three. They messed up the switch on Horn's chest. They messed up the switch on Horn's chest. Then he hits 2 transition threes. Then he hits a 3 over Daniel Tice. Now all of a sudden they're forced to double. He was not hunting Kawhi Leonard. Shannon,
let me ask you a question. If Kawhi Leonard is if Kawhi Leonard is what you said, why didn't he fight harder over that pick?
Now he's trying to change the question around. So you got cooked on one instance saying that, Kawhi was guarding LeBron James. JJ cooked you on that one. Now you're trying to change it saying he's supposed to get through screens and get through certain situations to get to LeBron James because you want to jump from one lily pad to the next. That's what basically a person don't know what they're talking about will do. Let's continue.
See, that's what that's what Kobe did. That's what Jordan did. That's what LeBron did when he was in his prime. He fought over picks. So answer that question, Mr. Contextualization.
Shannon, you're going to have to ask Ty Lue that question because, again, that is their defensive strategy.
You. I don't have Ty Lue in front of me.
That has been the strategy for the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm telling you, that is the defensive strategy for the Los Angeles Clippers. He is comfortable switching his bigs onto perimeter players. I played against the Clippers in 21. I was injured, rather, but I was on the Dallas Mavericks for 7 games. He switched Zubats onto Luka. He was comfortable living in those matchups. It's not a question for me. It's not a comparison to Kobe and Jordan. Like the whole thing with the NBA right now, Shannon, let me explain something to you. The whole thing with
he said, I like that shit. He said, let me explain something to you. Otherwise, sit your football big-headed ass down and learn from a real hooper. I like that.
The NBA right now is exploitation of matchups. The smartest coaches look to exploit matchups. And that's all the playoffs is.
That's what Mazzulla's
That's all it is.
right?
That's what Joe Mazzulla is so great at. That's what the best coaches are so great at. They're looking to create advantageous matchups and then exploit that. Put two on the ball, whatever it may be. So your question should be for Ty Lue. Why do they switch so much? I don't have the answer. That's his defensive strategy.
Right. Shout out to JJ for that. Now, for people who did not see that yesterday, make sure you guys hit the like button as y'all come in here. I'm going to play a clip. JJ, what he said was actually, accurate, saying that this is Ty Lue's idea. As he accurately responded, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Y'all have heard it before. I'm gonna let y'all hear it again.
And Coach, you mentioned that Bron did get it going, and it seemed like Kawhi wanted to personally take on that responsibility late in the fourth, but it seemed like Bron was seeking out screens to get Kawhi off of him, and it didn't seem like Kawhi made a concerted effort to get around screens. Is that something that was in the game plan? You wanted to switch, or did you want Kawhi to kind of fight over a screen and try to keep Bron in front?
Yeah, no, coming into the game, we wanted to switch, and, our fives did a good job of, guarding LeBron the first three quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, he kind of got going, and so we fired and double teamed, and then that's when you really at his mercy, when he's able to pass and pick you apart, which he did in that fourth quarter down the stretch. And he was able to get some open threes, and when they didn't score, we were in rotation. AD got the offensive rebound, so it wasn't good for us.
So you did want to switch late in the fourth with Kawhi?
And fire, yes.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So y'all heard it. So now that we got that out the way, that was Coach Ty Lue's idea. Why do we still have people saying that Kawhi Leonard should have done something about it? Why do we keep having people say he should have fought over this screen, when it's the coach calling for it? Now, I know what somebody's going to say, well, he should override the coach. Here's the thing about this. If you're telling me I got to override my coach, you're telling me he's not adequate to coaching this team. Because at the end of the day, he has a job to do too. Because if you keep seeing the same thing over and over, at some point, you got to have a little common sense to say, like, this ain't going to work. Right? So that is what it is. You had an NBA player, JJ Redick, who was adequately saying what I've been saying, right? Other Clipper supporters, have been saying. Thomas said it, and other Clipper support. I know Janelle has said it. A lot of people have been kind of echoing it. Bruce has been on Ty Lue's neck for a long time, right? And it doesn't take away the fact of him being a championship coach and winning one in Cleveland. But we got to call a spade if we want to hold players accountable. Coaches need to be held accountable as well. Right? But I'm going back to a point that it's so easy for somebody to tell a lie. It's easier for somebody to tell a lie than tell it what it like it is. Now, let's see what is accurate on the screen that let me take this off. That LeBron James in the fourth quarter, what actually happened. All right, let's hear what happened with LeBron James in this situation. All right, here we go.
Power for the Lakers as James takes his time, drills it. LeBron now with 18, his third three. Not much life from the fans tonight. Really looking forward to the Intuit Dome next year.
All right, so listen, look at the screen right now. Who's on the court? You got Russell Westbrook. Shout out to Brody. Hope he gets a speedy recovery. You got my man Norman Powell. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 619. You got PJ Tucker, who has not played a game, heavy minutes in about over 15, 20 games. You got Mason Plumlee, who has, now been somewhat, out the rotation last few games. And you got James Harden, our starting point guard, right? You got a small lineup for the most part, and you have a team that's not really known for their defense. As y'all come here and smash that like button, right? That's the lineup. There's no Kawhi Leonard on the game. Terrence Mann's right here on the side. Kawhi Leonard is on the bench. So the first shot LeBron James hit, right? The first shot LeBron James hits is without Kawhi Leonard on the court. The second shot LeBron James hits, cross screen, Iverson cut, 3-point shot, bang. No Kawhi Leonard on the court. Yeah, he's still on the bench. Not even going to the scores table. Transition 3, right? Transition 3. LeBron right there. Kawhi still on the bench, has not moved yet. Still on the bench. Same lineup out. Another 3 in PJ Tucker's face. Now the score is 91-100. Ty Lue finally calls a timeout. Now I want y'all to pay attention. The score is 91-100. He finally calls a timeout, right? So now after the timeout, he finally gets a little bit of a instance. Oh shit, I better put my man back on the court. But when he puts him back on the court, I want y'all to see who Kawhi is actually assigned to and who he's guarding. (94-101). You pick up the guy closest to you in transition, of course. Kawhi's back, is finally on the court again. Kawhi's right here, right? Terrence Mann's pointing. Somebody get D'Angelo Russell in the corner because he's a good 3-point shooter. He's not a knockdown, but he can knock down 3-point shots, so you have to still guard him. You got Jackson Hayes behind. Obviously, Terrence Mann's going to probably pick him up. You got Mason Plumlee, I'm sorry. You got James Harden right here is going to probably pick up Cam Reddish, right? LeBron drives past Norman Powell, gets to the basket. Not 1 point has scored on Kawhi yet, right? Right here, good shot by LeBron. That's the only shot that he's scored on Kawhi in that whole fourth quarter. Score is 99-100, 6 minutes left in the game. Now, mind you, Bron had 15 points going into that fourth quarter, right? 15 points. That's his only shot on Kawhi Leonard the whole fourth quarter. So the narrative is that because you can't say he cooked Kawhi Leonard, now the narrative is now Kawhi's guarding right here in the corner, Cam Reddish. So LeBron gets his one-on-one mano with James Harden, gets to the basket, misses the first one, gets his own offensive rebound, scores. 101-106, right? He's feeling good about himself. Now you got Daniel Tice right here, role player, off the bench. Kawhi is guarding, who is that? That Rui Hachimura, I think that's Rui. Right? Rui Hachimura in the corner. That's who Kawhi is guarding. Now you ask me why he switched. That's a good question. Could Kawhi go to the coach and tell him, I got LeBron James? Yeah, I could say that. But again, why is this the assignment? It's because Ty Lue already had the game plan at the beginning of the game. He wanted to switch everything, and he felt comfortable with these guys guarding LeBron James, who's a top 5 player of all time. He felt comfortable with this matchup going into it. That's what the audio said. He felt comfortable with this matchup going in. So as he continuously cooks our centers and power forwards, Kawhi Leonard is literally guarding somebody who's not even a threat. Side step 3, bang. Talking shit. I'm that guy. You know how LeBron do. 114-112. Kawhi takes the last shot. He misses it. Not his game. So basically, the narrative that I'm exposing is that's one narrative right there, that he got cooked off of screens and shit. 3 shots that LeBron shot, Kawhi wasn't on the damn court. By that time, he's already hot. By that time, he's already feeling himself. By that time, and take it from a scorer like me on the court, if I got somebody coming into the game I don't care how great of a defensive player they are. They're not. It's a hard task to guard a player who's on the court scoring, who's hot. LeBron already had 9 points before Kawhi got into the game. Kawhi got into the game, I think, at the 7-minute mark or 8-minute mark within 4 minutes. So this whole he cooked Kawhi, nah, that's not exactly what happened. But that's narrative number one that's going to be exposed. There's a lot of narratives that we need to actually expose at this point. Let me go into another narrative. The Clippers blow all these leads. They're the chokers. They can't keep a lead. They always giving up leads, right? This is the big one. This is the one that people still use from 4 years ago. You know, I say this all the time. The Clippers are the only team in the NBA that did not get to leave the bubble. They're the only team that the bubble still holds over their head. They're the only team that people are paranoid about, even though it's 4 years old, right? The Utah Jazz can move out the bubble. They lose a 3-1 lead, right? The Golden State Warriors in 2016, they can move on, you know, losing a 3-1 lead. OKC Thunder can lose a 3-1 lead, right? In 2016, that same year. LeBron James back in the Miami Heat days, right? He can move on from the 2011 finals where he had, I think, 8 points in the closeout game, right? So I can keep going on and on. All these teams can blow 3-1 leads, right? Can get, you know, embarrassed on their home court. You know, the Phoenix Suns can get embarrassed by Luka Doncic in 2022 by a record margin, losing by damn near 50 points on their own home court. You know, people can live with that. People don't even talk about it. Well, for the most part. But to this day, the Clippers are the only team that cannot get over the hump that they blew a 3-1 lead in the bubble. When a lot of stuff came with that, but my point is that choking is a part of sports. Choking, everyone has came up short in some sort of fashion, right? This whole Clippers blowing leads all of a sudden. I wanted to pull up something from this season right now, and it shows all the leads that teams have blown. Y'all see right here on the screen as y'all come in here, hit that like button. The most 23-24 NBA blown leads this season. As y'all can see, there's 3 categories. There's three columns. You got blown leads, the team that's blown the most leads, right? The most fourth quarter leads, and who's blown 10-point leads, right? They're in chronological order. So if you go to the first column right here, these are the teams that's blown the most leads: the Detroit Pistons, the Washington Wizards, the San Antonio Spurs, the Charlotte Hornets, Toronto Raptors, Memphis Grizzlies, Portland. Pretty much teams that are like at the bottom of the barrel. Portland, Houston, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Chicago. Now we start getting to some of the play-in teams: Dallas, Golden State, Sacramento, Utah, Lakers, right? Indiana Pacers, Pelicans, Suns, Heat, Knicks, Magic, Sixers. Finally, we get to the Clippers, right? At the bottom of the barrel. They're the bottom last team that's blown the most leads in the NBA, right? Then you got 20 teams who's blown more leads than them in the league. You go to fourth quarter leads. Similar. You got the Suns blown more quarter leads than the Clippers. The Warriors, right? I'm naming playoff teams. The Timberwolves, the Sixers, the Pelicans, right? The Hawks, the Heat, the Bucks, the Nuggets, the Cavs, the Celtics, who just blew a 22-point lead last night to the Cleveland Cavaliers without Donovan Mitchell, right? That was bad. Shout out to my man T. Sweezy. Then the Clippers come after all those teams, right? Again, towards the bottom of the barrel. You go to the last column right here, blown 10-point leads, right? Spurs, Wizards, Suns, top of the barrel again, blowing leads. Heat blowing leads. Pelicans blowing 10-point leads. Kings, Warriors, right? Grizzlies. Who else? Minnesota. Who else in here? Mavericks, Celtics, Lakers, Cavs, Sixers, Thunder, right? Clippers again towards the bottom. So the Clippers are in every category in blown leads somewhere towards the bottom. You don't see them going from the middle to they're pretty much at the bottom when it comes to blowing these leads. So net and steal, they get the label as they're the only ones that's really blowing big time leads. Right? If y'all can see the screen right here, I'm sorry. This is the screen right here, as y'all can see. Look at this. All these teams have blown more leads than the Clippers this season. All these teams right here. Most leads blown this season. All these teams right here. The Clippers are on the bottom. They're in the bottom when blown fourth quarter leads. And they've blown some fourth quarter leads this season, but compared to the rest of the NBA and on these top teams, right? The Nuggets are in front of them. The Cavs are in front of them. The Celtics are in front of them, right? Blown 10-point leads and blown fourth quarter leads. These other teams are ahead of the Clippers. So the knowledge is that they basically are always that team blowing a lead or blowing a situation where, you know, that puts them in they put them in a category like, oh, this is the bubble team. They're gonna always clip. The Clippers are this, Clippers are gonna choke, Clippers are that. But they don't ever look at around the entire NBA. My model's always been the same. If you're gonna tell somebody that they're a choking team, why don't you look around the entire league? Why don't you look around to this instant, to that instant, to this team, to that team? Because if you do, things get a little bit, cloudy, where you see other teams that you quote unquote big up who are giving up lead after lead, but nobody's talking about it, right? So the narrative, again, is that the Clippers are the only ones that, blown leads. We got people want to make videos about them. We got people in the media want to, sit up there and call the Clippers. Can you trust them? But you guys are not even looking at the teams that, in the league that, that are blowing more leads than the Clippers. You know what I mean? But that's beside the point. Let me say something real quick before I let y'all continue. I just want to say something real quick before I continue, man. I got a few more things to say. I'm gonna let y'all, we got 55 people. We should have over 55 likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up. Right? If you can't break the game down, and I mean really break this shit down, it's hard for me to really have a convo with you. Anybody can say they gotta do this, they gotta do that, but if you can't give me no real contextual evidence or can't give me no real context back, it's hard for me to have a conversation with you. It really is. I don't have a problem with somebody disagreeing, but give me some pushback. Give me a reason why Kawhi Leonard actually is the person that, sits out of games. We have people saying Kawhi Leonard was faking an injury, was faking not playing. We have people saying that. We have people saying that he didn't want to play basketball. He didn't love basketball. It's easy to put a narrative out there and just let it stick. Let me go through some of these comments. NBA Live, 2K Sports Talk. If the Clippers win a championship, I wonder what people are going to say it for. What's right? The excuse, I will tell you what the excuse is going to be. They have 4 Hall of Famers. They should have won. They had the best team. This ain't really like, that's going to be the narrative again. But if they lose, they're going to be like, see, they the biggest chokers. They can't do this, that, and the other. So it's a lose-lose no matter what they do. That's why you can't worry about their opinions, because their opinions are going to sit up there and, alter. They're not going to be consistent. Before we got this trade, the first 5 games of the season, people were calling this team already trash and bad, all because they want to create a narrative over a team they don't want to see, be successful. The first 5 games, actually, no. I think after the first, second, third game, people were saying this team was going to be, a disaster. Right? This team wasn't going to, come up to par. So you can't worry about what they be talking about, because they're going to have their fixed opinions anyway, even if it's not even accurate, even though it's bullshit. Now, those are two narratives. I got a few more, and I'm gonna let y'all in. The third narrative is Kawhi's always hurt. Right? This is the fun one. This is the one where people want to create a narrative about Kawhi as if he's just always out there not trying to play. So y'all remember Kawhi had a press conference for media day where he spoke about this. This was probably the most passionate I ever seen Kawhi Leonard ever talk. Right? He was very passionate about this. He never ever said, he spoke with emotion in this one. Right? For years, for a certain, period of time, we had people saying Kawhi didn't want to play. Kawhi was, faking an injury. Kawhi, took away from San Antonio. He did this, that, and the other. And the man does not speak back to the media. He doesn't even say nothing. He doesn't even let it bother him. But this, when that happens, narratives get, built over and over. But this particular day, he wasn't having it. He chose to actually speak about what was really going on in detail. So I want y'all to kind of hear what I had to say about this real quick. And then I'm going to let y'all, we're going to go back and talk a little bit about it. All right, here we go.
Thank you. Beth? Kawhi, in regards to the league policy, I think the gist of it is that they want their top 50 stars out on the floor every night if possible. And given that, I'm just wondering if you feel an obligation to play every game.
No, I mean, I'm not a guy that's sitting down because doing a load management. Like, well, when I was with the Raptors, it was different. Like, I was coming from an injury, and you have to know the details of a doctor. But if the league is seeing or trying to mock what I did with the Raptors, then they should stop because I was injured during that whole year. But other than that, if I'm able to play, I'll play basketball. I'll work out every day in the summertime to play the game, not to sit and watch people play. So no league policy is helping me to play more games.
So why basically coming out exposing, and as y'all come in here, smash the like button, 48 people, we have 48 likes. Why basically saying to a lot of these idiots that he's not sitting out, he's not training, and this is what really kind of always confused me. So a dude's gonna bust his ass throughout the summer, the spring, lifting weights, staying in condition in the gym, working out sometimes 2 a days in the summertime, right? Getting in condition, getting into shape all summer, playing, staying healthy, right? Doing all the stuff that prepares you for the regular season, where that's where most of the fun is, because you're getting a chance to play basketball. You don't have to really worry about too much heavy practices because you're dealing with traveling and dealing with trying to keep your body preserved. Teams really don't practice as hard as they do in the off season. You're gonna skip that and go through the strenuous off season. Make that make sense. I'm going to bust my ass in the off season just so I can miss the regular season in the playoffs. That don't even make any sense. I'm gonna sit down and just be quiet and not even play the game just so I can, the game that I prepared for throughout the off season, just so I can have a seat. That was the narrative that was going around, because that was being echoed by the masses, in media, and people just running with that shit. I like how you also articulated people thinking this load management is just, so I can miss games. If you saw what was happening in Toronto, I missed games because I needed that to get through the season after coming off an injury. He echoed that. My only thing with why is I always wish that he just kind of addressed the media a little bit more, so people can't just put a narrative on you, because people only say about you what you allow. So him saying that, I think a lot of people backed off. You ain't really been hearing nobody talking about, he's going to miss time or he don't want to play, because as y'all can see, he's playing majority of the games this season. And if you look throughout his whole career, when he's healthy and when he's playing, he's not missing games on purpose. If the man is hurt, it's the only time he's going to not play. But if he can play, he's going to play. He's not sitting out on purpose. Right? So that's narrative, though. Narrative. And I'm trying to figure out, why is it the narrative surrounding the Clippers, why is it so deep to the point where it becomes even like it's not even about basketball, just basically, you know, stuff that's personal, injuries, a man's money. We got people saying that somebody's a playoff choker, and like I always wonder, what does a choker really mean? What does a person who's inconsistent really mean? As again, like I said, everybody in the league has had bad moments in the postseason. If you've been in that position, if you've been deep enough in the postseason, you've had times where you've had, you know, bad games, or you've had bad shooting games, or you didn't rise to the occasion. But we look at one game over 30 really good to great games. You know what I mean? That's the era. It is like the era of let's go ahead and focus on this one game over the 30 great games he's had, kind of like, you know, what they do with PG, right? Kind of what like they do with Paul George, right? That's another narrative I want to kind of get into real quick as y'all come in here and smash that like button. Right? The narrative I want to get into next, that PG and Harden always choke. Look, this one, and I'm gonna let y'all in after this one. This one is probably the most, again, the most out of pocket bullshit narrative I've heard in probably years. This one's the most bullshit narrative I've heard in years, because again, you got to tell me what a choker is, and you got to tell me who are you comparing this notion that somebody's a choker to? So, I want to play another clip real quick. Shout out to Taylor Rooks. Shout out to the beautiful Taylor Rooks, one of my favorite reporters. You know, very, very, you know, flawless, classy, beautiful, well-spoken, right? Asks great questions. Very, very, very polished speaker, right? You don't hear too much about her, spending, time, smothering players' names. That's why I think a lot of players love being interviewed by her. Besides, she's also, fine as hell. But they asked this about PG and his playoff performances, and he said this is probably the biggest narrative that's been a little bit misconstrued. So I kind of want y'all to go and watch this short clip about how he talks about what's one of the things that people think they got misconstrued about him. And then we're gonna get right back to it, and I'm gonna let y'all come in after this.
Noise or one narrative that you've heard that you have taken the most personally, that you feel is the most incorrect?
I would say probably just that I'm not a playoff performer. Again, I had one experience again that was documented during the bubble that I didn't play my best. I struggled. And that kind of, has floated with me. And there's been other playoff moments where I was playing through injuries that I think people was like, oh, he's not this. Well, you didn't know where I was dealing with at that time. But I think, more than anything, that's when basketball is most important. And when you spoke about the legacy and touched on that, I think that's where legacy is made. And so that's just the most important questions that answered for me.
Yeah. You said something off top that was interesting. You said that, people feel like I'm this really good guy, and that has maybe in some ways clouded how they talk about how you play. In what ways do you feel like maybe this kindness or this kind of outside persona has been seen as a weakness for you?
It's just been a lot of barking for, and again, it's been guys that are in the same position as me. Like, I view like, all right, you won a championship, you've been to the peak, you've been to the top. I get it. Like that's where I'm working towards. And I'm not a talker. I'm not the initial
when he's talking about guys from his same where he's at, he's talking about Devin Booker, right? Who ain't really even accomplished what PG has accomplished. But when we talk about guys who's barking, it's really him, because prior to the bubble, if y'all remember, no one was really talking about PG's mental. If you guys really pay attention to what PG's saying, when he said there was a lot of barking, he just started getting this barking after the bubble when he said he was going through mental collapses. What I've already told y'all, there was many players going through a lot in that bubble, but they weren't speaking on it. PG's the only one that spoke on it. So somehow people took that as, he's weak. But prior to that, no one really had nothing bad to say about PG. I mean, 2019, he had that, great season where I think he was third in MVP voting. And that's why the Clippers even traded for Paul George, because they looked at him as a superstar at the time. So no one really had nothing negative to say about him. Before, with the Pacers, if y'all remember with the Pacers, PG was the one up next for LeBron. He was the guy that, people are looking at, he can possibly take that mantle in his third season, right? After he tore his leg up, a lot of people supported him out for that. You talk about the OKC days when he got traded to OKC, he had his best season with Russ, regular season, right? And then he goes to the Clippers the next following year, gets that max contract. So no one before the bubble had nothing negative to say about him. So when he has that instant where, he starts hearing like all this chirping and barking, he confused, like, where's this? I mean, this coming from one instant. He also talking about how the 2 years that he had bad playoff performances as far as a couple games where he had a torn meniscus and he had, 2 bum shoulders. He was playing through both of those injuries and still, I think, averaged, I want to say 26 to 28 points dealing with those injuries, right? So that's kind of what I want.
Now, if you say something, I'm
gonna say back.
I'm gonna say it back.
Yeah.
I'm a counter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that's just where I'm at with it. Now it's just to the point where, all right, like we all gotta like trying to get to the same point. We're all trying to get to the top. And so, again, just comes down to the noise that's just been in the league. And it's been documented, it's been highlighted. I don't have to touch on those, but I hear the noise, and it's just, it's gotten to a point where, like, at some point, all right, now you woke the bully. I have to bully.
Something else I know is about PG too. I'm gonna let y'all in very shortly. Something else I know is about PG too. He one of them type of cats that, like he said, because he's such a calm, cool dude, and he doesn't really say much off the court, and he's not that row type of guy, people take that as being weak. I've seen when him, even being around him, that's just his personality. He's just a laid back guy off the court. I mean, how his game is how he is personally. So I think people take that as him being weak. But like I said, no one had really not much to say negative about him up until that bubble. Now all of a sudden he's mentally weak. No, all of a sudden he's not a great player. All of a sudden, people are worried about his mental. Like I said before, in the bubble, that was a dire circumstance situation, right? That was a situation where people that will never probably be in the postseason ever again, right? We'll never probably see that again, where a team or a player or a team is situation where they have to, be consumed in one area. We'll never see that probably ever again, right? When he did what he did the next following season, should have already eliminated all that noise. Because other than that bubble, really, you can't go to a time where he had so many bad games at one time. I'm talking about, 10-point games, 14-point. You can't recall a series where he's actually done that. That's why I'm trying to get a lot of people to understand. Like, you can't recall a time where PG just, had bad game after bad game in the playoffs. Right? There's nothing really you can really, go back to that. So that narrative, and then the James Harden narrative as well, this is another, popular one, that he somehow chokes, that he somewhat is a person that just in game 7, he had 14 points. So he's had bad closeout games in the playoffs, but you comparing him to the majority of the league, he's had more success, probably more than anybody outside of LeBron, around his age. LeBron, who else can I think of? He's had more success than Chris Paul, more success than Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, PG. He hasn't had more success than Kawhi. But most of his peers, he's actually been able to perform at a high level. So the instance that he's going to fall out and choke as well is something that I don't really understand. But like I say, the narratives I'm trying to sit up here and say is that, again, let me take this off the screen. The Clippers aren't the only team that blow leads. The Clippers aren't the only ones that blow, series leads. The Clippers aren't the only ones that actually lose games to bum teams. The Clippers don't have a team full of guys who just sit up there averaging 5-8 points in the playoffs. The Clippers don't have a team where they just sit up there, guys have load management, right? They don't have all that. Let me let y'all come in so y'all can kind of give me y'all thoughts. But I thought this would be a good idea to have a show like this because I want to kind of hear kind of the masses what their opinion. Right? Why do I think the narratives are so high on the Clippers is because I think that I think people know how good they really are. I think, like I said, when you have a person or a team or a group of people that people try to go out their way to really, say negative shit about, then you're looking at a person who views you as a threat, right? Narratives, will be all around the Clippers all this season. So you have to know what narratives are bullshit and which ones are actually accurate. The team cancer, I forgot about Russell Westbrook as well, that, he's somehow a person that, just takes the air out your locker room and, does this, that, and the other. But, as y'all know, he's just Russell Westbrook is beloved by not just the fan base, but also his peers as well. So, once again, we have to kind of call a spade, man. I don't really have much of to pay attention to a lot of the quote unquote personalities, opinions, because a lot of them, be full of shit. Shout out to Charles Barkley, who gives the Clippers, credit. Chinang Okunagi, the African basketball player, I think she's from Kenya. She speaks highly of the Clippers. And it's not even about speaking positive, just, just know what you're talking about and, just don't spew, BS to try to make your point. Clip Gang TV, you're doing great. Pull up your podcast. P4 is these trolls I'm tired of. That, and that's another thing. Trolls are gonna be, wherever. Trolls are gonna be watching. Trolls are gonna be this. Trolls are gonna be that. That's what it is, man. They gonna troll no matter what. I don't really pay them no mind, but definitely appreciate it. Let's see. Let me go through some of these comments. I'm going through some of these right now. You say, so you guarded Dame and LeBron, Thomas, you stopped Cap. Yeah, I remember that. Let me see somebody else who want to come in. Let's see. I see right here. He said Kawhi trash as fuck. That's a troll. That's what he is. Walter Sniper, what's good, brother? He said, "Are the Clippers?" Yeah, we got the Rockets tonight. Lakers always firing their coaches. Is that excuse for them? I mean, bro, firing coaches are going to always be around, right? That's always going to be around. That right there doesn't even really surprise me. A team fires a coach, but for whatever reason, when we do it or if we talk about it, you know, it's somewhat the end of the world. At the end of the day, I don't know why people are, you know, so up in arms about it. We've had Ty Lue for the last 4 seasons. Some of these teams can't even keep a coach for 2 seasons, but we want to, you know what I'm saying, want better from our coach. You know what I'm saying, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we put it on Ty Lue. It's really kind of just, it's annoying to me. A lot of teams have choked nothing. Yeah, everybody has choked, man. The greatest players have choked. LeBron has choked. Kobe Bryant, I wouldn't say choked, but he, you know, chose not to, you know what I'm saying, go hard in the second half against the Suns back in 2007 in the playoffs. You know what I mean? A lot of these teams have had bad moments and choked in the playoffs, man. Right? That's why I got to, you know, give the real definition. What does it mean to be a choker? If you say stupid shit in the comment, I'm just going to ignore you. So the trolls ain't paying no mind, honestly. Appreciate the time, the airtime, though. He said, I would like for us to have momentum heading into the playoffs. Yeah, me too. You know, which takes me to the point. Where would y'all like to be in the playoff? What seed? What seed would y'all like to be up in the postseason? See. I'm back on my roasting shit. Say away chores or you get your feelings hurt live. That's what we do. That's why I got my people, man. Y'all have my back. Y'all I ain't gotta answer the trolls. Y'all got my back for me. The Clippers can be any team. Damn right we can be any team. We just gotta be able to, you know, lock in on all angles, man. Once we lock in on all angles, we'll be fine. He said, especially Indiana PG. Booker nowhere near PG level. You gotta be drunk to think Booker be better. Yeah, he never was better, man. Like they play every time they play against each other. You see who's okay. You watch the game. You watch them play against one another. That should tell you who's the better player when they face up. PG was better than them when they faced in the playoffs. PG's been better than them this season head to head. I mean, he's been better his whole career. You know, he's bigger, he's taller, he's a better defender. He can score in more ways than Booker can. He's accomplished more. I mean, it's not even really a discussion who's a better player. That's not even the fact that I'm a Clipper fan. It's just the fact that would you rather have Booker if you had a chance or pick PG when you had a chance? It's not that hard of a thing to say. But I like I said with PG, I like when he's mad. I like to see Paul George angry because what happens with that is that actually makes him play more aggressive. Y'all see that the first 2 matchups they faced this year, right? Booker doing all that trash talking pretty much exposed them, sunned them, bitched them, right? That's what we're gonna see. So I invite Devin Booker to keep running his mouth, right? I invite that. Right? And I hope they see each other in the postseason. All right. Oh, excuse me. Hey Tyson, you want to put some bread on that? You want to put some bread on that, my boy? Let's talk a little bit about tonight. Since we on the subject. Let's talk a little bit about tonight. For tonight's game, I'd like to see Kawhi. So for us to hold it down, could depend on anyone. I hate to say it, but it's true. Kawhi just shot a bad percent. We got other guys, my man. Kawhi just had a bad game last time. You know, we have a full team of great players. Bruce, what's good, my brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's happening, brother?
I'm good. I didn't know you were going live tonight, so I just saw it and I was reading the comments. I usually read the comments before coming in, and I see you have a lot of fans. So Clippers have a lot of fans.
Yeah, amazing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the Clippers against the world. You know, I think you said it too, and other people are threatened by the Clippers, so they try to find anything that to disrespect the Clippers. I mean, other teams have injuries, but they want to talk about Kawhi, PG. Other teams have choked, but they want to talk about Kawhi, PG. You know, but that's why you have to win this year. You have to win to shut up the haters. And I'm sure they're going to be quiet for a while and they're going to say, prove it again. So there's nothing you can do. That's everywhere in life. At your job, you're going to have haters. You know, in the supermarket, you're going to have haters. So that's the way it is. PG just have to play his game. Kawhi has to play his game, you know, and the other players have to play their games. And real Clippers fans have to keep sending good energy on the team. Keep sending good energy. They need good vibes, especially when you have an handicap, which is the coach. So, yep.
Yeah, that's how I say. Everybody else can, have an injury. Anybody else can, blow a lead. And as like I said, I feel like we never left the bubble. I feel like people still reminisce on that bubble, right? Utah can leave the bubble. Yeah, Boston can get beat, without Donovan Mitchell last night. And it's cool. It's all good.
Didn't Giannis lose in the bubble?
Yeah, he got swept.
Yeah, but the reason why they're not on him is because they won. So Clippers have to win. Whatever. But he lost in the bubble. Everybody choked. A lot of superstars choked. Isaiah Thomas choked against the Celtics. They won the game. And it will turn over to Larry Bird. Yep. And you mentioned Kobe, right? He had a lot of bad playoffs. You won the championship and you got swept, right? Shaq, a lot of bad playoff. Michael Jordan against the Orlando Magic, even though he was not on basketball shape, but they lost. They lost to the Magic. So everybody has failures. Even the people in the comments, they have failures in their life too. I mean, your failures are not in the spotlight, but you are enjoying yourself on somebody else's failures.
Yep.
See, even though I do not like LeBron James, but you never see me come in here and say, "Oh, LeBron James lost 6 NBA Finals. Oh, he choked in 2011." You rarely hear me say that, because in life everybody has failures. You're gonna have highs and lows. Everybody, and you can be in the comments typing hard, and you think you're gonna hurt the player. No, you're not. So if you think everybody has a clean record, you are blind. Everybody doesn't have a clean record.
What's the quote? How does it go? When Jordan said, "My biggest failures made me succeed."
Yeah, that's why I succeed. That's why I succeed. I know what the quote you're talking about. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
That's the way life is.
That's why it makes me laugh when people act like that there's only a certain people that fail. I mean, that's just, if you ain't failed, you ain't succeeded in nothing. If you ain't failed, that means you ain't put it. That's why I say, to choke, you have to get to a certain level. Reason why you're not seeing certain guys choking is because they can't get to the level that you guys say that they choked about. Nobody, I mean, that people don't even think about it like that. Like to get
Everybody
to a
had failures.
yeah, everyone has a failure, man.
Tom Brady had failures. I saw so many Tom Brady failures. I seen Patrick Mahomes failures, and he's gonna have failures again. Okay, everything in life is not gonna be 6-0 or 7-0, 8-0. Well, Jordan was 6-0 in the finals, but you know how many playoffs he lost? And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, he lost in the first round." That's failures, right? So that's the way life is. You know, I mean, did it hurt when they lost against Denver? Yes, it's still gonna hurt, but that's the way it is. I mean, Steph Curry was 73-9, and they lost, right? So that's the way it is, man. But you have to accept. Well, Steph Curry choked in the finals, and he won again in 2022. So keep laughing about people's failures, thinking that you're not gonna have a failure.
I don't know. Yeah, failures, nigga. If you ain't failed, then you ain't pushing yourself in life. You just content with being average. Like I think there's a quote that I remember somebody said. It's like many people are. It's not about how many people are scared to. Many people are scared to. It's not that many people are scared to aim high and miss. It's that they're content with aiming low and hitting. Basically, they would choose to lower their standards and hit that target, other than go to a bigger height and actually fail to succeed. That's what a lot of people do.
Sorry, Andre, I'm not praising losing, man. You should be happy because you're a fan of a team that's been losing. I'm not praising losing. I am saying that you have to accept in life, if you try your best and you have failures, that's the way it is. I'm not praising losing. Come on, man. I'm not praising losing, right? I'm not praising losing. And by the way, what's his name? Jaleel. I think Larry Bird had 8 points in the finals. So see?
Yeah, man. Everybody chokes. I mean, people think that these guys ain't gonna ever have a bad moment. I mean, you need to look at your life. I mean, did you ever always come up on top when you had stuff on you, man? It's just like Bruce said, your failures ain't documented, ain't in the spotlight. So it's easy for somebody to point at you and say, well, yeah, you failing, but your life probably been failing many times.
I mean, yeah, there's some people who has less failures than others, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why some people hate some players, because of fans, man. Because of fans. You come at somebody's favorite player and then, okay, I'm gonna find something about your favorite player, and that's where stupid fights start. Like, I do not hate LeBron James, but his fans, man. Right? I never hated LeBron James, but the more the fans talk, that's the more I'm leaning to a strong dislike of LeBron James because of his fans.
It's like a cult.
All right.
It's like a cult, man. It's like people support LeBron James like he's like their master. You know, how they be talking, how they be, you know, speaking about him, man. Like, it's crazy.
It is a cult. We see cults every day, everywhere now these days. We see cults in politics. We see cults in sports. Cults everywhere, man. Cults on YouTube, man.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
But I'm hoping the Clippers win tonight against Houston. Houston is really good. They play really well at home. They're terrible. I think they're not really good on the road, but Houston plays really well at home. I don't remember which team they beat, but I think they beat a top-seeded team.
They beat Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Boston not too long ago.
Which is a team that I do not trust. When I say I don't trust Boston, people say, I'm a hater. Man, come on, man. You lost to a team who had with no Donovan Mitchell, no, I don't think Strus play.
Evan Mobley missed the second half.
Yeah, and you lost to a guy named Dean Wade. It's not D Wade. It's not Dwayne Wade. Dean Wade, man.
Bruce, my guy. What's good, Janelle?
BJ Bizzle, what's going on out there the West? Everything's good?
What's happening, brother?
So far, so good, brother. Hey, Bruce, what's going on with you? Salute.
What's
up,
man?
I've been listening to the pop. I've just been very busy at work. But I've been listening to Thomas annihilate everybody pretty much and destroy every narrative, along with you as well, BJ. Just send the point straight, you know what I mean, about these narratives that go around. But yeah, let me just go back to, let's say, last Sunday. We had a crazy game versus the Timberwolves. I watched every bit of that game. It was very high level basketball on display. I don't know if you concur, BJ. That was very, everything, our sets, everything that I saw in that game was very high level defensively. And we won by 1 point. And, people are going to discredit and say, but we only won by 1 point. I saw a lot of, as far as if I could sit down and tell you all the things that I saw, like as far as greatness from both ends on both teams, we actually played a great team and we beat a great team. We went the distance with them and we outlasted them. What happened to? We just beat a great team and it was a great game. How about that? Were we supposed to win by 20? Is that what it is? I don't get it. And I don't. Why can't we get the credit and period and give credit where correct? I'm giving credit to the Timberwolves as well. They're a great team. They're nothing like the team they were last year. Even though they were missing Nas Reed and all them, they were missing some players versus the Lakers. Gobert doing dumb stuff. Get himself in trouble. That we could go and talk about that, but we saw both teams play high level basketball. From our end, I saw high level defense being played. We could have done better, but I saw very high level defense from both ends. The perimeter play, everything on the paint. The numbers were statistically everything was kind of even, but it all came down to the stars. Kawhi Leonard, he stood on business, locked up, at least the last 5 minutes, he guarded Edwards. And, you saw the results. I think we actually saw a preview of what player basketball is, of the what player basketball, as far as from the Clipper end, is going to look like. High level, low scoring, and I can't wait. I'm very excited. But you got to give credit where credit is due. That team, is a great team. Period. And let me say this. Let me say this about the people, because I heard a few people say that we won by 1 point, right? And I'm gonna expound about what you said about people not watching games. I was very irritated the other day hearing a brother say that we won by a point, and stuff like that, little wrinkles like that. I could tell people just don't watch the games. What happened was, it was such a intense game. Every little detail mattered. So what happened was, we were trying the last possession. I don't know, BJ, if you noticed, we were trying to avoid any. We were up by 3 points. We were trying to just end the game. We were trying to close down on knockdown shooters. They had, pretty much everybody. What I could tell is that's what we were trying to get done. We ran out. Every shooter they had, we ran them off. We tried to put pressure on the 3 point line. We gave up a 2. I think it was Anthony Edwards. he slashed in. I saw Paul George let him go for the dunk, and then as soon as they got the point, it was a 1-point lead by us. So what happened was we, inbounded the ball. We threw it to Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard, being the smart player he is, he punched it in the air so the clock could run out, and that's it. BJ, that's all. And people they're not gonna watch the games. All they're gonna talk about is what they heard about what Ticket said. Ticket's gonna put up. Normally, he's gonna put up everything in caps with like 10 exclamation points in his title, and people are gonna be emotionally passionate about that. Oh my God! And they're not gonna see the X's and O's. They're not gonna see what the other team is gonna run offensively or defensively. How many rebounds. And they don't care. All they're gonna talk about is that LeBron James this idiot Shannon Sharp. He's not an idiot. He's just he's just too. Sometimes he's just too dumb. To be an analyst.
Yeah.
Stick to football, bro. Let's stick to football.
Yeah.
Stick to your strengths. They got to do a better job. Trying to. I like how JJ read it. That was pretty much kind of like everything that goes on.
Eloquently put, man. Eloquently put. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just he just took him to school. After that, it was just it was refreshing seeing because JJ Redick. I don't agree with everything JJ Redick speaks about. Sometimes he's he says last year he was talking about he was I think 2 years ago I don't know he was saying about how players are plumbers, this and that, and then you had I forgot what the name of this this legend. He went back at JJ Redick and put him back in his place, and that was that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think it was yep, he just put him back in his place. You wasn't good, and that's what happened. But I think I don't know. I forgot this Hall of Famer's name, but he just he said players that weren't good enough, they're gonna speak up about what they don't know, but it was other than that, JJ Redick, it's half and half when it comes to me. I do agree with a lot of things that he say, and I respect his basketball acumen. But sometimes he just goes off and just. But that's neither here nor there. He just proved it. A lot of people even the pundits. There's no journalism today. BJ, here's what's going on. Journal, and this is something that a lot of people are not gonna admit. But I'm gonna let you know this from the jump. Journalism is not the same as it was back in the 90s. I think I believe you and me are kind of the same age. I'm gonna be 32. Well, I am 32. I'm gonna be 33. I saw Kobe Bryant. I saw the Mount Rashad. At least I was in my, you know what I mean. At least I saw I got to see basketball in the early 2000s and experience when and understand what was on display, and journalism was at its peak. You didn't have anybody running around with narratives talking down on you know what I mean. Obviously there wasn't social media like today, at least to the level of today, right? But no, there wasn't any inclination on any agendas, but that's the unfortunate thing. People are gonna they're gonna for example, they're gonna talk about something that never happened. Kawhi Leonard getting locked down by or getting torched by LeBron. When did that happen? Was it because I saw the game? You know what I mean? Was that an alternative universe? I don't know, metaverse? Because I didn't see no LeBron James cooking anybody. All I see him is cooking centers, slow-footed people that are I'm not gonna bash them. They're good defenders, but LeBron James is the top 5 all-time player. Sometimes some people may put him, top 10. He's one of the greatest who ever played, and you're gonna expect a homeboy to guard him on an island by himself, Plumlee or Tice. These dudes are
absolutely,
they're flat-footed. I seen LeBron James is all right. LeBron is not a great 3-point shooter, but here's the thing, BJ, because I play ball, not a professional level like you, but I know that when I'm feeling it, all I gotta see is the ball go through the net, and when I'm hot, it doesn't matter. I'm not looking at how tall are you, how tall is the defender, how quick. I'm not None of that is. All I'm looking at is the rim. That's it, and the ball go through the net. That's what happened. LeBron is all time. It don't matter. You don't see the guy in front of you. You don't see him because you're in the zone, right? You're in the zone. You're not, and especially if you're a player of a caliber of LeBron James, it's gonna be nothing but net. You know what I mean? Right. And LeBron James, I'm not a LeBron James hater. I'll give him props. He's a great player. He's not better than Jordan. He's nowhere near better. He's nowhere near Jordan's level, but he's a great player nonetheless. Top 5 in my opinion, in my book. Right, he had he had a lot of shortcomings in his career. He's falling short, like, you know what I mean, getting locked by JJ Barea. I know a lot of people got triggered by that, but well, I'm just kidding. That never happened, but you know what I mean. She's choked 8 points in the finals, and everybody does. Everybody chokes. Steph Curry. What happened to him in 2016? Right, the Warriors. He played great, but you know what I mean. The as a team, I mean, he was injured. He wasn't even 100% in that series.
Yeah. My bad, John. Let me go to Thomas real quick because I know you've been waiting real quick. But let me go to Thomas. I'm gonna go right back to you. What's good?
Oh yeah.
What's good, fellas? Good, Jordan. Hey. What's good, bro?
Salute.
Man, all right, go ahead, man.
No love, Bruce.
No. Oh, I thought you was the other guy was still talking. Go ahead. Sorry. I wasn't listening. So go ahead.
It's all love, Bruce.
Hey, man, I wake up this morning. Fuck, man, I just see Denver getting blowed out in overtime by this choking ass Kevin Durant. I woke up seeing fucking Phoenix getting fucking fried. I know Bruce ready to talk about that. I had to catch a business phone call a while ago. I probably missed Bruce probably frying Boston a while ago. Damn, Boston blowing lead. Fucking Denver getting manhandled by Kevin Durant in overtime. Fucking Phoenix blowing a 20-something lead to even going overtime. Hey, man, what's going on with all these fucking teams choking, man? I thought this shit was only Clippers did this shit, man. What the fuck's going on, man? It must be a Twilight Zone or something. There ain't no way this happened, right? What the fuck hey, man, I don't want to ever hear nothing about no fucking Denver no more. Because if the Clippers would have done that, motherfucking that should have been on breaking news for the next 4 years. Denver win one championship in 14 years, and we'd have been talking about like they won 9 fucking rings or something, all because the Clippers blown one fucking lead. Man, I mean, what's really going on, man? Yeah, we watched Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler go to the finals, and they look worse than fucking. They look worse than fucking what LeBron did in 2011 finals. Like 2015, all them fourth quarters LeBron had at Cleveland. Them fourth quarters 2015 was absolutely fucking garbage. I mean, the man walks out on his team in Game 6, quit on the whole fucking Laker team, walked through the tunnel with no limp, just walking, quitting on the fucking team. It's good that JJ Redick out here frying Shannon Lee HGH Sharp. It's seeing all these people blowing 20-point leads last night, man. Like they must been only, they must thought they had Clipper jerseys on or something. This shit was crazy. I'm mad I missed Bruce's speech though. I know damn well he was frying Boston for that garbage shit they had going on. But yeah, it's amazing, man. But it only means one thing, and I say it every night, every day. You bitches are terrified of a healthy Kawhi Leonard. So at any chance they blow a fucking lead or a game or something, y'all want to overhype the shit because you bitches are scared. That man ain't never gonna cook Kawhi Leonard. He ain't never cooked Kawhi Leonard. He ain't never stopped Kawhi Leonard. One play here or there don't mean a damn thing. Come playoff time, tell LeBron to stop Kawhi in playoff time. He can't do it. But we seen Kawhi stop him in playoff time. So depending on who they want to talk about, if they're talking about the Clippers, they want to talk about 2020. But when you speak on 2015, 2011, or 2022 when he quits in Game 6, or 21, whatever year that was, he quit like a bitch. You can't go back in history. But when you talk about the Clippers, you can go back in history, talk about one game, right? Shit don't make no damn sense, man. It's but that's the beauty of podcasts, because we get to expose all these motherfuckers and ain't nothing nobody can do about it. But shout out to JJ Redick for cooking Shannon. Man, I ain't seen Shannon Sharp cook like that since he lost them $900 million bets to Skip Bayless every day. Owed that man like 900 cases of Diet Mountain Dew. That man got motherfucking humiliated on national TV. And then what he says on there, he said, hold on. He started
stuttering.
Wait. Got exposed, man. Got exposed. And then you got BJ up here showing fucking LeBron picking on everybody but Kawhi, exposing the hell out of the shit. But you got ESPN. Oh man, Kawhi had a bad game. Kawhi was ducking this and that. Shout out to I don't know who the reporter was, but shout out Neil for making Ty Lue tell on his fucking self. And then one more thing I want to address that I saw in the chat. You can tell who's casuals who don't know basketball. They said Kawhi ought to switch the screen no matter what the coach says. So let me get this right.
Oh my God.
So let me get this right. Do you understand if Ty Lue calls a no switch defense? I mean a switch everything defense, and Kawhi don't switch. Do you understand the other 4 players are already in rotations to go to the next spot because they're supposed to be playing the play that Ty drew up, right? So if Kawhi stays on him and it's not playing for Kawhi to stay on him, everybody else is gonna be out of position. Then you're gonna look stupid. So please shut the fuck up. Learn basketball. Go play the game. I mean, you can't even go play online on fucking NBA 2K and play 5v5 with 10 fucking players and think you're gonna switch every screen, but your teammates are playing for you to not switch, because you're gonna fuck your own teammates up. You can't do it. You can't go against what the coach is calling because you're setting everybody else up to fail because the coach called this. Please learn basketball and shut the fuck up typing in the chat. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You sound ignorant. I mean, that's like if Bill Belichick tells Tom Brady, all right, let's throw a screen pass. All right, the wide receiver sets up a screen pass. Tom Brady says, fuck it, I'm throwing a bomb. Who's going to catch the fucking ball down there, man? The fucking wide receiver sit over here in the flat for a screen pass, but Tom Brady says, fuck Bill Belichick, I'm throwing a fucking bomb. Fuck the play call, I'm going to throw a bomb anyway. It's going to be a fucking interception, you dumbass. You can't just fucking do what you want to do on the court because you're setting all the rest of your teammates up to look stupid. Please shut the fuck up. Learn how sports work before you open your damn mouth. Get Harden's dick out your mouth. Get Cookie's dick out your mouth. Get Showtime's dick out your mouth. Get Shannon Sharp's dick out. Learn sports before you speak. You can't throw a bomb if the coach called a fucking screen pass. Nobody's gonna be down there to catch the ball. So Kawhi can't not switch the screen when Zubac is playing the fucking. You sound stupid as fuck because now teammates take this direction because Ty Lue called this, but Kawhi did this. Now guess what? They shoot layups because everybody else is out of position. You sound fucking retarded.
Okay, can I make
JJ Redick exposed Shannon Sharp and his stupidity on TV. Kawhi can't just do what the fuck he wants to do. You sound ignorant. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, I was gonna give Thomas a compliment, but he started to say expletives. But I don't know if I'm sure. Whatever. But that's why Thomas is great for the podcast. He's saying a lot of great things besides the expletives, but he always has a lot of great points. The way he delivers, it's not my style, but he has a lot of great points. And I've learned from what Thomas says. There's stuff I didn't know he said that I appreciate. I love Thomas being there, but some of those expletives, I would never say those things. But that's him. And also, I want to say, some people come into the panel and they say other people's name. It's not the host who's saying it. And I know a lot of people who snitch and they go to other channels and say, oh, on pull up, they say this. It's not the host who said it. It's people who come on the panel who says it. Okay.
Tell them Thomas said it. Tell them to come see me. Tell them that.
I don't give a damn.
And Harden, you begging me to come on your show this morning. I got a screen recording of it. But make sure, since you over here ghost watch, I know you are. You always do. You, Dookie, and the other dude. We're gonna try to be nice to him. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but Harden, go on your show, make a video saying you are sorry, you apologize. I've never, ever been racist to you or anybody else. You make the video and apologize, I'll come on your show. Since you're listening, go make the video. I'll see the video tomorrow. Apologize, tell the world that you lied on me, and then I'll come on your panel and we'll talk sports. So that since you watching, that's my shout out to you.
Hey,
but
you gotta put the other shit on too. What else you want him to apologize for?
Yeah.
Since the pull up following keeps going up, organic followers, the numbers been going up for like 4 straight weeks now. Since the numbers keep going up, apologize to everybody saying the pull up is trash and the name calling and it's boring. Well, if it's boring, why all y'all keep showing up, motherfucker? Exactly. Why you keep showing up? Why y'all over here if it's boring? It ain't boring because I'm here, big boy. I'm here. It ain't never boring. Bruce is here. He's the best now comedian on YouTube. Not you, damn dumbass, over there lying about racist stuff. Bruce is the fucking funniest dude on YouTube, not y'all. Apologize to the puller because the numbers keep going. Organic numbers keep going up. We ain't buying 300 followers at a time, to spike up. Our shit going organic. So apologize when you say the shit boring, because clearly it ain't boring. If you do that, I'll come on your panel. I'll talk cordial. I won't name call nobody, unless y'all try to act like LeBron fried Kawhi, and then I may have to call your name for lying because we got videotape on the screen. This shit ain't happen. It ain't gonna happen, and it never has happened. 3 or 4 buckets in one game don't never make nobody get fried. Never. So you apologize her, I'll be over there and I'll act cordial. Until then, I'm gonna keep any of your comments every time you laugh about the Clippers choking, because I just watched Denver get fucking annihilated. I watched Phoenix blow the fucking lead for Denver to even tie it, for Denver to even to get annihilated in Denver by this fucking Kevin Durant, who only averaged 24 points in the playoff. This token dude, that's who Denver folded to. Kevin Durant outscored Joker and Murray in the overtime. Don't ever act like they just flawless over there, because they not either. Because if they was execution this and execution that, then when Jamal Murray's out, they would keep executing around Mr. Triple Double, and they wouldn't take their fucking ass home every year now, would they?
Hey, cuz, since we're on the subject, and Bruce, I want to give a shout out to Bruce, man, for always having the best morals on the show, man. I always appreciate Bruce, man. I always want to say that.
That's true.
He has the best morality on the show. And Janelle, upstanding guy myself. I'm learning more and more about him. I'm always appreciative of him as well. But Shai, I need you to go. I gotta hear from you. How is Jamal Murray gonna get locked up by Terrence Mann? Because people still ain't believing in Terrence Mann. So I need you to explain how Terrence Mann is going to lock Jamal Murray up.
This is what's going to happen in the playoffs. First of all, we done see Terrence Mann lock Jamal Murray up this year already. We done seen. All you do is watch the fucking game. But this is how this shit's going to work. Because I feel Ty Lue's going to have no choice but to run this lineup out there. This is going to be his best lineup when the shit gets real. We don't watch Kawhi lock up Joker in Game 7. Yeah, Kawhi shot bad in Game 7. But that ain't what we're talking about. The man said, let's talk about defense, right? Joker only had 16 points. He was struggling. He couldn't score because Kawhi was on him. See, when this pick and roll shit happens, T-Man is going to be forced. See, Ty Lue getting away with this shit right now, throwing these fucking flowers to fucking LeBron and Doc Rivers. Dame sat there last night, the other night, and ran for Terrence Mann the whole time, and then Ty Lue bitched him for 19 minutes. That shit ain't going to work in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, you either win or go home, right? So Ty Lue, if you don't want to get fired, he better play to win. So if he has to play to win, he's going to have to put the defenders on the court. Kawhi is going to be on Joker. T-Man is going to be on Murray. And you're going to put Zubac on Aaron Gordon. Because let's be honest, Aaron Gordon is not shooting nobody out no series to win 4 games. He might have one good game. He might, but he's not shooting the ball 4 times. So if Kawhi has to switch on to Murray, Murray's not scoring, and Terrence Mann is going to be forced to guard Murray. Now, if he don't, Murray's going to go off because Murray's too quick, but he can't do that shit, Terrence Mann. So Terrence Mann is going to be on him, and if they get a full switch, Joker's going to go to the rim with Terrence Mann on his back. Zubac will meet Joker at the rim, and everybody else needs to get their ass in rotations. And you force Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon to play hero ball. That shit ain't going to work. So Jamal Murray, he's going to have to face Terrence Mann, or he's going to have to face Kawhi on the switch. That motherfucker is getting locked up because Ty Lue is going to have to play to win. There is no more riding this regular season now. Oh, we got 25 more games. Or I need a 10-game sample size. That's another thing. How come these other coaches never come in and say, I need a 10-game sample size? Who the fuck does that but Ty Lue?
Right.
Forced to play Terrence Mann in the playoffs, Murray has got to face Terrence Mann. Kawhi's gonna go on Joker, and you put Zubac on Gordon, you sag off Gordon, and you meet Joker at the rim, and that's how we're gonna beat Denver's ass. We done seen this shit. We seen this shit earlier. Now it's frustrating to watch Ty Lue retarded ass. It's frustrating to listen to that man talk. But the good thing is in the playoffs. Again, like Charles Barkley always said, win or go home. Bruce been telling y'all, I've been telling y'all, everybody been telling y'all, Ty Lue is on the fucking hot seat. He was on the hot seat in Cleveland. He got bailed out by Golden State getting hurt. We done went over this shit. If Draymond don't get suspended, Bogut don't leave the series, and Iguodala don't have a bad back, Ty Lue still has no rings. He gets fired that same offseason, and LeBron may still win another championship, but it'd be with a different coach, and y'all wouldn't be talking this ignorant shit about Ty Rivers. It come playoff time, the motherfuckers have got to go through Terrence Mann. The only way they won't go through Terrence Mann is if this man Norman Powell pulls out some of this damn miraculous ass defense that we watched the other day against Ant-Man. Now, I know it wasn't all game long. I understand. I get it. but doesn't the man Powell look like fucking Toronto Raptor Powell all of a sudden? He literally locked up Ant-Man. It's on videotape, like 3 or 4 fucking plays. I was like, man, who the fuck is this man like? That was Powell. But if Powell plays that type of defense and scores the ball, then he might play over Terrence Mann. But even still, I would take Harden out the game, leave Terrence Mann and Powell, Zubac, Paul George, and Kawhi in the game. I close with that lineup. I feel like he ain't going to have no choice anyways, because in the playoffs, people target you, right? Harden, and like I said, Powell steps up, they're going to get targeted. They're going to get, just like Bones, if he play, he's getting targeted. Ty's rotations are going to have to shrink tremendously. He's going to have to go, everything's going to have to go through the 5 starters. But depending on the series, Westbrook might play. I don't feel like Westbrook can play against Minnesota because now you're just helping Gobert out. Depending on the series, it's going to be Westbrook, Powell, maybe Coffee, maybe Tyson Plumlee. But depending on the series, it's going to depend on the personnel. But it's going to become a point in time where Ty Lue's going to have to say, man, I got to have Terrence Mann on the court to guard these motherfuckers because they frying everybody else. And as you see, they're going to hunt Powell and Harden. So you can't play Powell and Harden at the same time unless Powell pulls out this miraculous-ass defense they did the other night. Like I said, he's going to have to go there. He ain't going to have no choice. Because you can't sit there with the season on the line, the playoff on the line, and allow Harden and Powell to get fried because you're going to be on the first plane out of L.A. And we all know Kawhi is going to walk in the locker room and demand that we play defense. And that's where all you motherfuckers is wrong. You Kevin Durant fans, you LeBron fans, y'all know what time it is when Kawhi gets in the playoffs. Y'all know what's coming, and y'all pissed off because Kawhi ain't got hurt yet. Guess what, bitch? Ain't but 30 games left. About 30 days left in the season. He ain't hurt yet. He ain't hurt yet. So what we gonna do here? What we gonna do? We gonna start wishing injuries?
Hey, so let me ask Janelle and Bruce. Kawhi is one of your favorite players. describe what playoff Kawhi is, and describe why never got hurt. Where would you put Kawhi all time?
Yeah.
Well, kids these days they call it glazing. Well, I'm gonna glaze. Kawhi will be top 3 for me. Top 3. Because there's no way they don't beat Golden State with KD. He was one ankle away from winning that championship. I'm sorry. In 2021, I think Joe Ingles was dirty because there's nobody that's stopping the Clippers. I'm sorry. So that's like 2 more championships. That's like 4. So he's already top 10, right? If he wins this year, to me, he's in my top 10.
Top 10, Kawhi. What about you, Janelle? What you think?
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard. This is gonna be an unpopular opinion, and especially coming from a Kobe fan. Kawhi Leonard, I put him right there with Jordan and LeBron as far as playoff performers. Even on top of Kobe, just because of the efficiency part, and just because of that, Kobe's right there. I'll put Kobe after that, because Kobe, obviously 2 Finals MVPs, and he was like dominating, in the early 2000s with Shaq. He didn't get the Finals MVP, but if you put Kawhi Leonard, if you put another Hall of Famer with dominant prime Shaq in the early 2000s, I don't think nobody's getting a Finals MVP over Shaq. If you put him in that Kobe position in the early 2000s, but Kawhi Leonard is a top 3 to me, because that dude is like, he's on automatic in the playoffs. I never seen nothing like it. To be honest with you, it's like he got different gears to his game. And I'm gonna be on a positive note. I think I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier this year, BJ. In November, we've yet to see the best out of Kawhi. I think we're gonna get that best version of him in the playoffs, even better than 2019. I think we're gonna see a dominant, I think we're gonna see like an encore type of situation going that is gonna take place in the playoffs. To be honest with you, I think we're gonna see pretty much a replay of 2019, or if not better. Because I think Kawhi got, like he said, he's healthier than his, first time he's been this healthy since his rookie year. He said it. He looked very open about everything, how he was feeling in the debut, that the beginning of the year. While he was getting interviewed, he was very emotional, like you said. I think we're gonna get the best out of the best Kawhi yet. We're gonna get the best Kawhi in the playoffs this year. And he's, as far as Ty Lue, see, I thought the Clippers after that Lakers game, I thought that he was at the Clippers. I was kind of questioning Kawhi, kind of why he, like many people, why he didn't fight over the screens or whatever. But when Ty Lue got interviewed, that's when I understood that was the scheme, and that was what Ty Lue wanted to run. He just wanted to switch. That's it. If I might be positive, BJ, but this is Ty Lue's last year. If we don't win, he's not gonna be in LA no more. Because we seen, the thing is that Ty Lue, the way that he does make adjustments where he waits until the last minute, and he's kind of like arrogant, pretty much, when things don't go his way. On the positive end, that was just me being critical about Ty Lue. But on the positive end, I think that this year is gonna be different, and Ty Lue is gonna do the right thing in the playoffs. We're not gonna, we need to come in with a game plan that is gonna be that is gonna make sense. We can't fall short as far as not losing a series, but starting series like just starting 2-0. We can't do that versus elite teams. we can't do that with any teams. You know, we gotta be we gotta start, you know, putting, you know, these teams on notice. You know, we gotta start you know, getting to fast starts. We can't start slow in the playoffs. But you know, I think that Ty Lue is gonna do the right thing as far as what we're gonna see in the playoffs. And Kawhi, like I said, like I was saying earlier, I think we're gonna see the best version of Kawhi this year as far as the playoffs. He's feeling 100%, no injuries. He's played every freaking game so far. I think he like 5 games. I think 4 that he missed out. And everybody's still in shock that, you know, this guy, knowing his history, he's played pretty much every single game. So Kawhi, to me, he's right there with Jordan and LeBron. You know what I mean? I'll give him a slight edge over LeBron when it comes to, you know, because Kawhi did win 2019 and LeBron didn't. So we gotta count. You know, we gotta put things. We gotta count. You know, wins. We can't just be putting people in certain you know, placing people in these ranks and not counting, you know, if they won or not. So Kawhi, I'll give him a slight edge over LeBron, over 2018 LeBron. But you know, I'll give LeBron credit. You know what I mean? LeBron he's been dominant 2012, 2013. You know, he was a force on the defensive end, playing defense. That was the last time I seen LeBron play D, actually. But
right,
yeah,
so
Kawhi Leonard, I'll give him that. Go ahead.
BJ, are you still gonna be here? I think the game started.
Yellow. Kind of broke.
Uh-oh, everybody left. 5-5.
No, I'm still here. Y'all can hear me?
No. Yeah, now we hear you.
No, I was saying the game about to start. So Sean, what is playoff Kawhi to you mean when you say that there's a playoff Kawhi? What does that mean? What does that look like for you?
Shiny's at T-Man's house, man.
Yo, Sean, you there?
Oh shit, y'all couldn't hear me?
Nah.
Oh, he's the best player on the court. Everybody knows what time it is. Any playoff he's played outside of Game 7 in the even the bubble, he looked disinterested in the bubble. Even when he played good, he still looked disinterested. I mean, there's more careers. Nobody wants to talk about LeBron's 2011, 2015 choke jobs. Like you don't want to talk about those. Then don't talk about the fucking bubble. So eliminate the bubble if you want to eliminate other shit, right? And if that's what you want to do, then every fucking playoff, Kawhi's the best player in the playoffs. Everybody gets on TV and says this man looks scary. They do this every year. Every single year, they get on the damn TV and say this is the Kawhi that we all want to see all year long. He's not gonna give you that all year long. You know that. Just like that LeBron stuff, come playoff time, he's going to go in Ty Lue's office, and he, like I said a million times, he is going to say, I'm tired of this bullshit you putting on the court. I got LeBron or whoever from this point forward. And when he does that, there ain't going to be no fucking ducking and dodging the fucking screens and shit. Ty Lue's going to say, yes, sir, my bad. And Kawhi's going to take over the fucking series like he always does. It's the same shit he did to Phoenix. Kawhi knew he had to go into Phoenix and get game 1. He knew that. He said, I can't go down 0-2 to Booker. He went in there and he dominated the fucking series. All the Kevin Durant fans were in this fucking panel. Oh man, y'all know Kawhi ain't gonna do this and do that, man. Kevin Durant's the best player. Then all you motherfuckers either didn't come back to the panel or you showed up saying, Kawhi's better than Kevin Durant. Y'all do this shit every year, man. Y'all do this every year. Y'all did it in the Dallas series with Luka Doncic. Kawhi is the best player in the playoffs, man, on the court. Y'all know that. Everybody fucking knows that. Y'all are scared that he's healthy. Point blank, period. Y'all come in the comments talking dumb shit like nobody blows leads. Every fucking team in the NBA blows leads, so why are we overhyping the Clippers blowing leads? Y'all fucking scared, man. It's that simple. But I got to park this trailer. BJ, they're doing some front end work on the truck in the morning. Great show. I'm gonna try to get someone to watch the game and at least catch the second half of the game. So, but good, good show, and we'll be back flaming motherfuckers next time I can be on.
All right, good. All right, Bruce, Janelle.
All right, Bruce. All right, Janelle.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man. See y'all tomorrow.
See y'all.
All right, y'all. So game out to start. Well, I guess the game started already. So we will possibly do a breakdown tomorrow, man. Just let me know in the comment section if y'all want me to do a breakdown. If so, leave me something in the chat. But if we do the breakout, it will be tomorrow. Like I said, hit that Cash App, $BJ Matthews, $BJ Matthews for all this great content right here on the screen. Continue to support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast if you guys chose so on your heart, or you guys can show your love going through our super stickers and super comments. If you guys want to drop a little bit of what I'm saying, appreciation for how we do this live, man. Definitely do not hesitate to do that. We definitely appreciate everything that y'all do for us. But respect, we say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace out of here like swim web.
I've been all around the world, Japan to Amsterdam. Meals nutritious, lifestyle was vicious, yeah. While these out here tried to hate mine, yet I still stood tall on the main line. Two-step, throwing up that gang sign. Roll around the city, big chain, but he ain't signed. Y'all fake tough, little puffs to my canines. No forgetting cracking at them hit boy parties. Probably had your girl naked at them hit boy parties. Big chains, big flexing at them hit boy parties. Nobody trip, cause they knew I had that big boy on me. Yeah, gang of fast living, addicted to cash get. Disrespected to getting the ass whipped. Don't call yourself a baller unless your whole clan get. Plan you got you ain't working, then you need to plan different.
This on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything.
Yeah, no need for the locks out. Baby got her box out. Just dropped her man, now she looking for that knockout. He did her wrong, then he tried to shame, baby. She was trying to bounce back, so I don't blame, baby. Cause it kick her up, one time fuck her up. A true big homie, I don't hear his name enough. Went through the real movie while y'all snowed on the bluff. Gotta give it up, big homie did his stuff. Now it's all about the bag play. We been around more smoke than an ashtray. Right cheek, left cheek, let her ass shake. On God, I'm 100 to my last day. West side, east side, yeah, I'm both for that. No talking, take off, bro, I'm known for that. 50 M's on the scales, yeah, I'm close to that. Yeah, you on the same mission, yeah, I'm hoping that. Make the money overlap.
This on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Hey, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Throw it up,
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 throw it up. Yeah, that's too hard. Hey, homies. Yeah, 3 2 3s, 2 1 3s. 3-1-0s, 4-2-4s, hey, 8-1-8s, yeah, what we missing? 5-6-2s, I see, hey, yeah, give it up, hey, give it up, hey, give it up. Battle Cat. That nigga Dom Kennedy.
your toe.